What's better than being a Hall of Famer? A double Hall of Famer, okay? Congratulations, Marv. Not only are you in the Harness Racing Hall of Fame, but you just got in your high school Hall of Fame. Is that right?
That's right. This was a very humbling experience insofar as the people that have preceded me in the Norristown High School Hall of Fame, everything from political to military to Emmy Award winners, and it's just a terrific list of previous winners, and I'm very humbled by they thought enough of me to put me in there.
Well, you have done so much with publicity and sports casting. And so when you left high school, you worked for paper, radio stations. Take me through that. And you served in the Army as well. So talk a little bit about your career.
Well, first I did get into radio. I worked when I was only a teenager at WWNR in Beckley, West Virginia. Then I came back east, went to work at WPAM in Pottsville, went into the service and worked for Armed Forces Radio for a couple of years. Then came back. I worked at an all jazz station in Philadelphia, WHAT-FM. Then I worked at in Norristown at the local station there for 10 years, and it was a great time during the 60s. And after that, I went to work over in Philadelphia, WCAU, KYW for a number of years, and covered sports during that period of time. And all of a sudden, I got interested in harness racing, and I worked at Liberty Bell Park and called the races a couple of years, went to Brandywine, called the races, and in between also did my work with KYW, covering all the big events in Philadelphia for really a period of almost 40 years. I don't think I ever missed a major event during that time. And after that, of course, I was at Brandywine Raceway working with Roy Shutt. When Dave Herman retired, I took over as the publicity director. And unfortunately, when Brandywine closed down, I went to work up in Harrisburg at Times and Harness magazine, which was a great magazine. I was there for 6 years until I got a call from Dennis McLinn to come back to Delaware, come back to Dover Downs. I was really shocked about that because with the advent of the slots, the whole racing picture changed, and quickly Dover Downs went from number 55 of 57 tracks that were racing all the way up into the top two in literally about 2 or 3 years. And right now we're probably around number 3 in that list. And Dover Downs has been a very exciting racetrack as well, as you well know. And we've had great horses. We've had all kinds of terrific situations, and our racing is on a par with anyone, anywhere.
I've known you since you've been at Dover, but of course I knew the name Marv Bachrad for many years before that because he's just been a legend in the sport. I didn't realize you're a first generation in the sport. You just happened to like the sport and said, "Hey, I'm at the track. Give me something to do."
That is unusual because so many families and so many of these families go on to the grandfather and great-grandfather and so forth, like your family. But see, your memory's not that good either, because I remember you when you were working for Bill Fidati over at Garden State Park.
Oh, wow, you're right. Yes!
I even remember when your sister was driving horses, and she was just terrific. One day, Sergeant Slaughter, the wrestler, we had a wrestling promotion there, and he put her on his shoulder. And of course, your mother preceded both of you in harness racing and followed on a legacy that your grandfather and grandmother left. So you're way ahead of me.
You know what? If I need my biography written, I know where to go. I'm just gonna call Marv and be like, "Okay, I need a favor." But no, really, it's amazing. Double Hall of Famer and so deserved. You've done so much, and I'm so happy to have you on the show.
Modestly, it's a triple Hall of Famer.
What?
I was in the Philadelphia chapter of the Pennsylvania Sports Hall of Fame too.
Oh man, I'm always the last to know stuff. So not fair. Triple Hall of Famer. That's amazing. Okay, wait. I need to touch. Oh, some of that Hall of Fame, needs to rub off on me.
There soon enough, that's for sure.
Thank you, Marv, for being on the show. Always a pleasure.
My pleasure as well.